What's up guys, it's Brick Effect and welcome back to another episode of 99 Items but a Brick Ain't One. This is a series where you'll watch me attempt to build 100 items in the span of, well, who knows. Today we'll be building something a little bit special. Something that's a little bit more fitting for the March season. Today we'll be making a backboard. No, not that backboard. More like this backboard. I thought this would be a cool take, especially me personally, as I don't really play basketball, but I do follow basketball because of the fashion that a lot of the, NBA stars pull off. And, being that they are businessmen, I thought that this would be like a little cool computer bag that they could either wear or a briefcase that they could walk around with. Alright, so now that we got all of that out the way, let's slam dunk right into this model. First, I'll be modeling a cube and making that into basically the first portion of the backboard, rounding out the corners and pretty much giving it that classical backboard feel. I'm not sure if a lot of people have ever seen like backboards like this, but this is kind of how I remember them. Now that we have everything sized up and fitted to the size of a character on Roblox, we're going to take a cylinder and use that to model out our rim. Of course, we cannot forget to also add in the piece that attaches the rim to the backboard.
They calling it murder. I got that shit from the morning, so learn what I'm thinking of wrong. I'm from a city of murder, so learn what I'm thinking is wrong. They think it crazy like murder the cops. Now tell me then who you gon' call.
Next, we're going to take that middle portion of the backboard and actually extrude it out in order to create what I believe will be a front pouch, maybe for headphones, maybe for keys, maybe for wallets. I don't know. I just thought this would be a kind of creative touch to everything. With this next part, I kind of wanted to get a little creative. So basically, I wanted to create probably like a water bottle holder or something of that nature on the side, like a pouch, if that makes sense. Now that we kind of have the humble beginnings of that created, what we're going to do is move on to creating the net. This was a little bit more of an interesting part. I kind of had to stop building here at this point and basically kind of refer to YouTube. So for anyone that is kind of interested as to knowing how I've actually been able to manage to know as much as I do using Blender, YouTube is your best friend. If you're looking to make a hat, you're looking to make anything of that nature, just go to YouTube and literally look up how to make a hat if that is what you're making, and take the time to literally follow through, because Blender has an amazing community that is filled with insightful people that are definitely willing and more than happy to basically share what they know. Speaking of things to know, let's talk about today's sponsor. I know this is kind of weird to kind of already have sponsors, but it's not really a sponsor. There's a group on Roblox called Brick Effect Essentials that you can basically join right now to be first to any of these items or any of the limiteds to come, whether free or paid. Be sure to check out the link below if you're interested in joining Brick Effect Essentials. Let's get right back to the video. Alright, so now that we pretty much have the main hoop done, I'm basically going to repeat the exact same steps in order to create the net for the basket that should hold the water bottles that I basically mentioned earlier.
Boy, I'm living right. I had to get on my own. Put me in front of the race. Put me on top of the throne. Yeah. I had a mud on my clothes. Now I got wonderful taste. Now that shit more than you know. I go, 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 go. Too much of my mind is shit away. I go, 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 go. Who the fuck decided you can't?
Alright, so let's move right back onto that pocket that I mentioned earlier. So basically, we're gonna go ahead and try to cut out a hole for that pocket, just have it straight up open just because it's going on Roblox, and I think that would just be a cool little touch to the entire thing. So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
Bitch, you better know. No matter what I say, she get cash. Can't believe they think that I don't know. Man, I'm living right. They don't wish me well. Well, I wish them well. Boy, I'm living right. Bitch, I'm living right.
Is this on? Alright. So one day I Now, this was one of my favorite parts because I feel like this took a little bit of my like creativity. I thought I was like light bulb when I like made this. But basically what I did was I basically made a like really low poly basketball in order to create a way to kind of grip or open and close the pocket. And I basically made it in I designed it in this like interesting way where it literally looks like the basketball is actually going inside the hoop. So yeah, I thought that was like a little creative thing that I added there.
Just put some Reckies on, babe. You know, I'm winning again. I'm winning again. I'm winning again.
Next, I began to model out some zippers in order to, you know, pretty much open and close the pockets on the bag. All right, now that we kind of pretty much are done doing that, we're just gonna go ahead and like move around the model and kind of just like clean things up as like, again, if I haven't like mentioned this before, I'm gonna mention this again. I'm a UGC creator on Roblox, so sometimes like, you know, you kind of have to really cut like the quality of some of these items that I'm making in order to, you know, meet that threshold, which I believe is like 4,000 polys, I believe. I know it might be a little bit higher for like some other items, but at least for these items in particular, 4,000 polys is kind of like the limit that they kind of allow. I wish they would create more of like a streamlined way to kind of like make more higher quality items, especially because like these are going to be items that are going to be on the platform for years to come. So it'd be really good to kind of have that. I know that like it's very like limited with like, you know, people joining games with like 18 hats on, and you know, that's why that limit kind of exists. But like it definitely would be cool, you know, to see in the future someday, you know, that limit kind of go up.
New age Wale. Fuck it up if you are self-made. I'm like go, 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 go.
Next, we're gonna go ahead and move on into UV mapping. I'm gonna basically take each segment of this item and pretty much put it on a 2D platform. I feel like every video I get an opportunity to re-explain that, and I definitely butcher it every single time. But the whole idea is basically I'm going to make it so that way they'll be ready for texturing. Yeah. Now that we have everything UV mapped out and pretty much ready to go, what we're going to do is export our model and take it right on over to Substance Painter. This is where we'll actually take the model and take it from this gray form factor that you're used to seeing and actually creating colors or adding colors into what you see in the final product. So if you kind of just saw right there, before even getting into coloring anything, what you kind of notice is that I actually had to run the model through what they call a baking process. This kind of allows for a lot of the metals and a lot of the shine, a lot of the like, you know, just roughness, all the like textures that you would normally like, you know, see more on a 3D like aspect, more on a 2D form factor. Speaking of one of my things that I definitely would like to kind of cover, I feel feel like would be an awesome addition to basically just UGC just in general is the, I don't know, like I just wish that we could basically use like PBR. So like my UGC creators that are like watching this right now, like I wish that like for especially like hats and like accessories and stuff like that, I wish you were able to attach like PBR. But like I mentioned before, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of like technical like limitations as to why things are the way it is currently. But it would definitely be dope to kind of see that, because it really is a pain, like, you know, dealing with like baking and like all of that stuff. It'd be really dope to just kind of like slap everything like on there and just like ship it out just as it is, you know. But yeah, that's kind of like one of my little things. So let's get right back to the video.
I've been knew she one of those. I'm too rich, too wise, I'm not one of those. No simping job, I'm not one of those. I'm like Rexa. She gon' show her ass now. With all of your class now. Shorty, put your glass down. No controlling me. They might talk that talk, but they won't go to me. They might talk to you, but they won't go to me. If I up this toolie, they go ghost to me. Screaming murder. Bloody Mary murder. Fit of Versace jeans.
Now that we have everything colored the way that we want things to look in the final product, what we're going to do is export our texture now. We move on over to Roblox Studio.
So mommy my number, she call me Papa B. I know they watching me. I know they watching me. Yeah. Pardon me. Please don't make it in front of me. You gon' need the crew to take on one of me. I can't opt no wannabes. What are those? I've been knew she one of those. I'm too rich, too wise, I'm not.
And there you have it, the backboard. This is something that can either be a briefcase or a laptop bag. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to be making a more higher quality, more higher res version of it in the future and kind of like showcasing it as one of my cool design aspects. So I'm Brick Effect, and this was 99 items, but a brick ain't one. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more items like this be made. Be sure to leave a comment as to what item you want to see created next. Without a further ado, I'm Brick Effect, and I'll see you next time.
Bitches burning out. I can't lie, I saw how this was turning out. I swear I saw before, but bitch, I'm learning now. I can't tell no more, this hoe just burn me out.